Hey everyone, Future Daniel here. Sorry it's taken so long to get this video done and out to you, but here is a video of the D17 being finished off and put back into the EK. Didn't get to film the assembly of the rest of the engine, but here are a few photos showing some of the important bits that I did. Hope you enjoy. We started by pulling the old engine and transmission out. I then stripped down the D17A2 rocker assembly, proceeded to strip down the Y8 rocker assembly. We then rebuilt the Y8 rockers onto the D17 rocker shafts and housings so they would all match up with the head. We then put the camshaft and rocker assembly into the head and began to reassemble the rest of the engine. As you can see, there is an engine in the car. Haven't done much filming up to this point because we've been thrashing to just try and get it ready for the dyno. Kind of missed our first dyno date, so just still trying to thrash to get it done, but got a little bit more time now. Thought I'd make a little video and go through what we've done to get where we are now and sort of just provide little updates on what we're doing. So yeah, engine's in the car, things we had to do to get it in there. Modified the original D17 alternator mount, so we're still using the D17 alternator. Cut that off and then fitted the factory EK engine mount there. We've got the D16 Y8 Skunk 2 manifold on the D17 head. It's all been port matched, so it should flow really well. We have our D16 Y8 fuel rail and Bosch 725cc injectors. What else we got going on? The spaghetti harness. Still working on that. D17A2 Hurricane header from a company here in Australia called Hurricane Headers. Got all the cooling system in and done. So I used the D17 radiator hoses and shortened them up to suit the EK. But I'm using the EK D16Y4, D16Y8 hoses for the heater core. So they're the factory D16 ones, just stretched out a little bit to suit the D17. Then we've got the lines, the coolant lines for the idle air control valve, and just running them to the original ports for the D17. Not using it on the throttle body, mostly because in Australia we don't get that cold, we don't really need it, and we don't want to heat up the throttle body for the intake. Yeah. More spaghetti harness in the process, but got plugs on things. We also had to modify the D17 coolant housing. So you can see here where we've cut and ground that back to clear the honed home trigger, and we've also blocked off the EGR in this head with a plug, which you can't see because it's in behind the thermostat housing. We've then got another really big upgrade hiding in here in the new transmission. So this is a 4:0 ratio transmission. I did have a 4.2 ratio in here with the standard gears, standard diff, but now I've swapped to a 4:0 ratio with a clutch type LSD and the 3.5 gear set. So it should keep the thing in the power band and really wake this thing up quite a lot. Yeah, that's about it for the engine bay. If we move over into here, inside we have our Elite, which we still need to mount somewhere, as well as the wideband controller. Same thing, we just need to mount it up somewhere. And our dash is currently missing. To try and make life a little bit easier on ourselves, decided to run a Haltech IC7. Ta-da! Just meant less wiring that we had to worry about putting back into the engine harness and the body harness, because now don't need to worry about the tacho or the speedo or anything like that. We can just output everything on the Haltech dash, get a little bit more information out of it, and yeah, be able to see coolant temperatures, oil temperature, oil pressure, intake air temps, all that sort of really wonderful, important information. And being the Haltech Elite, we can also bring up data logs, and if we have an issue out there, we go all sorts of engine safeties and all that sort of stuff, just to try and give this thing every chance it has to survive. Still a lot of stuff left to do before we can get to the dyno, but you know it's serious when there's a list. So I've got a list, I'll add to it, cross things off, and yeah, go from there. I'll probably do little updates here and there and just try and get it all going. There are other things happening to the car more than just the engine conversion, so fingers crossed, get some more done and then get it on the dyno. Well, let's keep chatting along and I'll keep updating you as we go. Alrighty, next update on the Mad Thrash. We don't have spaghetti anymore. Mostly. Pretty much everything is wired up, plumbed up. Exhaust is done. Dean came over and did the exhaust. Did a nice job on our new pipe there. Craig came over and pretty much smashed out all the wiring. Made it look nice and neat and professional. We were trying to get it running last night. Fernando jumped in and we couldn't get it cranking fast enough. Had issues with le batterie. So, new battery. She seems to be cranking alright. And I also made new ground cables, new power cables. So hopefully she's all good. I've been able to check timing. Timing is spot on, so now we're going to hit some injectors and see if she'll make noises. But we might have to turn on the battery pack, aka my Tuareg. Let's do it. Battery pack engaged. That's not a good noise. That's not a good noise at all. Hey everyone, another update. She's done. It starts, runs, drives, all good. Definitely needs a tune. That is all out of whack, so that'll be up to Fernando. We finished the wiring, got the dash installed. You can see it. Oh, it's cold this morning. Everything's so cold. Dash is installed. And look, even have a special warning just for me, so I don't blow up another engine. Because only I'm capable of that. So yeah, it's all fought pretty hard, but we got it done. The little knocking noise turned out to be the cam gear wobbling around because it wasn't tightened properly. Had to tighten my throttle body. Lots of loose stuff that I just needed to deal with. But she runs and she's ready to go to the dyno, so that's where she's headed next, but you'll see that on the next episode. So I'll catch you later. Bye.